when you asked the question, homeowners versus renters, it was about a 50-50 split, man. So
Okay.
you told me about the team that we need to build. At what point in this process, if I'm a renter and I'm looking to buy, do I get pre-qualified or pre-approved for the house or the property that I'm looking at? And if there's a difference between the two, please let us know.
All right. So let's go to steps to getting pre-approved. So you want to get pre-approved first. Once you have your budget, your finances, and you know everything, and you're comfortable, you have your real estate agent, you have all these people picked out that's going to be in your team. Then you want to go to your lender and then get yourself pre-approved. Right now, here's the thing that you guys need to know. There's three types of quote unquote pre-approvals out there, right? You have a pre-qualification letter, you have a pre-approval, and you have a fully underwritten pre-approval, right? A pre-qualification is garbage. It's not worth the paper it's printed on. 9 times out of 10, they're not running your credit. They're not looking at your financials. You're telling the lender exactly what your numbers are. Hey, I looked at Credit Karma. It says I have a 750 credit score. I make 300,000 a year, and my budget is this, right? And they'll give you a pre-qualification number based on that. Throw that shit in the garbage, please. It's not worth the paper it's printed on. A pre-approval is when you give your documents, right? The documents that you need, if you are W-2, you need your last 2 years W-2s, last 2 months of bank statements, 30 days of pay stubs. And if you're getting a gift, you need to get a gift letter, etc. But you need to submit that information into your lender. They're going to review your credit and do a hard pull on your credit. And then from there, they're going to run your loan application through desktop underwriting, right? And then that desktop underwriting system is going to come back with an approved eligible. And then that means you are pre-approved. You get your letter, you go out shopping. Now, if you're working with a great loan officer, they're going to pre-underwrite your documentation. So that pre-approval letter could be solid and get you to the closing table. But the one that I love the most, y'all, is that fully underwritten pre-approval. That's when the loan officer is taking it one step further and they're taking all that documentation and they're submitting it to underwriting before you even get into contract. Now, when they submit that into underwriting, the underwriter now is going to review your file, review your loan, and they're going to either make an approval or a decline, right? And if they approve, then you are what's called conditionally approved. So you'll get a commitment letter and they'll tell you exactly what you need to close, right? So if the underwriter doesn't like that you got these large deposits, you'll know that ahead of time. If they don't like your pay stubs, you'll know that on time. But one of the three main things on that commitment letter will be they need a title report, an appraisal, and most importantly, a contract to sell. So you as the buyer now have a commitment from the bank. Now, I need everybody to understand how powerful this is. Remember, a loan officer does not make an approval decision on behalf of a bank. I'm going to repeat that. A loan officer does not make an approval decision on behalf of a bank, only the underwriter. So when you have this conditionally approved, underwritten pre-approval letter, that's pretty much gold. That's pretty much cash. The bank is going to lend you the money if you can meet the conditions that they have on that letter. So now when you're going out there shopping for a home, it's going to make it more competitive for you when you're putting in your offers. So even if you have like an FHA or conventional loan or VA loan, if you're putting down minimum down payments, you can still now compete with the buyer who might be putting down 10% because maybe they only have a pre-qual or pre-approval letter, but if you can show the listing agent and the seller that you've been through underwriting and you can close pretty quickly because all your documents have been vetted and the only thing you really need is the appraisal, contract, and title, that might win you an offer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, if you can work with a lender that offers this services, take full advantage, especially in this upcoming season that we're about to enter with interest rates about to drop again.